Hey guys, today I want to talk about a few things that I was thinking about just now. I just had this feeling that I should make a video. I know it's been a long time, and I apologize for that. It's just been a busy year. A lot of trips with the Navy, and if I'm not out with them, I've been trying to spend as much time with my family as I can while I can before we go on deployment. That being said, I am here at work. I'm on watch, so that means I'm sitting here with not a whole lot to do. So I thought I'd take some time and make a video for you. And what I want to talk about today is some of the first things that really helped me to actually start having success in my journey. And one of the first things that really was of great use to me was realizing that there's a huge difference between guilt and shame. Now, they seem very similar, and in some ways they are, but there are also a couple of very significant differences, or maybe just one, depending on how you look at it. The difference is, guilt is telling you you did a bad thing. You're still a good person. You made a mistake, or you made a poor choice. You did something that wasn't good. That means that it doesn't define you. It's not who you are. And you can overcome it. You can recover from that bad decision. Shame says you are a bad person. That means it's part of your nature. You can't change it. You're going to repeat it. And you can't escape it. So one gives you hope and motivation, and one gives you despair and tells you you can't ever get better. Shame is a lie. It's a lie that comes from Satan. He wants you to think that you are stuck where you are, and that you're just a bad person, you can't get better. Guilt says, yeah, what you did isn't good, but you are better than that. Stand up, rise up, and be who you are meant to be. Repent, make those life changes and those choices that will strengthen you and protect you in the future. And another benefit to realizing this that I have experienced was that as I began to be more comfortable with accepting that I had this problem. Not comfortable with the problem, but comfortable with accepting that, yes, I have a problem. And that is an important step for everyone to make. Because until you do, you're not going to get better. You have to realize that this is a problem and that you have to overcome it yourself. Not by yourself, but for yourself. And I'll get into that some other day, what I mean by that. But as I began to push shame out of my life and embrace the guilt and allow that to make a change in my heart, I began to be more open to talking to other people about my addiction to pornography. The taboo and the shame was gone. So I was able to build a network of support around me. I was able to have very close friends that have been lifelong friends who I said to them, I was like, hey, I have this problem. And surprise, surprise, they were like, hey man, I get it. I'm here for you. How can I help? And so one of my very close friends who actually has the same name as me, Josh, he became someone that I could call if I just needed to talk. If I was just like, hey man, I'm feeling a lot of temptation, or I just feel weak, I'm alone, I just need someone to talk to. I knew that I could always count on him. Or if I was just like, hey, you know, what are some things that you've done? Because, you know, everybody has some degree of temptation in their life. what are some, I ask people, how are ways that you resist this temptation, or, what have you done to be successful at this? And what you find is that people aren't lining up to condemn you for your addiction, but they're actually quite the opposite, lining up to be a support and a strength to you. And when you can be willing to open up and tell people, and I'm not saying go tell everybody, like you don't want to tell little Timmy down the street, that's just weird, but reasonably picking those people who can be mature about it and who can be a support to you and who are close enough to you that you can talk about these kind of things. It's a great strength, and by doing that, you're casting off the chains that the devil, that Satan, is trying to wrap you up with. You're saying to him, I am bigger than this. And, it's very liberating, and it's a great place to start on your journey. So, with that, I just wanted to leave this thought. I wanted to get a video up because I know it's been a long time, and I feel terrible about that. I'm going to get better at it. It's going to be kind of tricky this next year. I can't say when, but I'll be on deployment more than likely some point in the near future. And so probably just have to make my videos on the boat, and then whenever we're in port, try to upload them as much as I can. So it's not going to be a regular thing this next year, but I'm going to try to keep stuff out there. But the year after that, I'm going to try to be very regular and very consistent for you guys. And in the future, I'm not going to be doing it off the cuff of my sleeve like I am right now. I'm going to try to have outlines so I can be more specific to topics and more on point and not so long and drawn out. I hope this video wasn't too dull, not too boring. I hope I put out some good information that's helpful for you. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like me to maybe share my thoughts on or experiences with, go ahead and leave a comment. Right now it's in the infancy of this channel, so anything that, maybe you'll help to create future content. Who knows? It's exciting. We don't know where we're going to go with this. But anyway, I'm here for all of you, and I hope that you can find that strength and the courage that you need, and that you can find support around you to overcome this. And I know you can do it because I did it. And for a long time I believed that I was never going to overcome this. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I just want to leave that with you. Anyway, have a great day. Sorry, I have a cold. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye.